me off.
Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. We are trying to work out the technology, and I'm going to do the best that I can. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if I got an echo. I think the only echo is in my ear, which is not fun. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Maria. Hi, Melanie, Sherry, Bonnie. Oh, what time is it in Hawaii? It's like 8 hours, right? And Bonnie says she can hear me fine in the aloha state. I can't, whatever that move is. The hula hula. Oh my goodness. Okay, 2 p.m. Oh, wow. Wait, is there only 2 hours? You know what it is. When I lived in Jersey, there was somebody I would communicate with, a store, and I think it was 8 hours from Jersey to Hawaii. Hi, Jody. Hi, Becky. Oh, so nice. Yay. So much fun. So did anybody get started this week on their love cuff? Love to hear. I know there were a lot of red beads leaving, lots of them. They're so pretty. I just love this bracelet. Hi, Judy. It's so funny because I feel like I've texted with a few of you today. That texting number is good to have. So I don't know if you want to throw it up there, Joan. But hey, listen, I want to get into it. And we're going to warp. And so I'm going to take my camera down to the iPhone. Hopefully I stop getting, it's like I'm having a conversation with myself. I'm going to have multiple personalities when this is all over with. Okay, so I'm going to try it so we can get to it. So I'm going to remove myself. And Joan, before I go off, I'm going to ask you some questions. This is yes, and this is no. So you can let me know. Okay, let's see. I'm going to remove myself. And got it. Okay, Joan, can you hear me? And am I echo? No, but I can still hear myself. Wonderful. Okay, so I am going to start by putting the metal rod into the bottom hole. And then I'm going to put it into, whoops. Well, I'm going to stand up. Hold on, because that's very awkward. Oh, here we go. And I've got the other end up to my belly. And then I'm just going to snap that in. Okay. Then I'm going to turn it over. And let's get its bottom. Let's see. Let me readjust this camera. There we go. So I'm working with the 1mm hemp. And I like to start with a little loop. And I'm going to put that around that back bottom. And this button is closest to my body. And I'm just going to pull and make another little knot here. Pull again. Then I'm going to put my left hand onto the back side of the original Jewel Loom while having the hemp come towards me. I'm just going to lay it down on the grooves, and I'm going to flip the Jewel Loom over. Now the 1mm hemp is not going to lay in the grooves because it's too thick. Okay, so it just lays on the grooves. All right, and so I'm going to pull nice and taut. And I'm going to bring that down. I'm just going to eyeball it. Okay. Then I'm going to flip the loom over, wrap it around that back button, and I'm keeping the tension. And I'm working with a 6mm bead. So I'm going to skip 3, kind of eyeballing. Let's see, there we go. Whoops. And I'll pull that to the top. And let me see. Whoop, let me get it into here. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to lay it down. Oopsie, flip it over, wrap it around the back button. 1, 2, 3. Flip it over. Oh, let's see. Hold on one sec. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Oh, I have too many over here. Let me just scooch it over a little. We're good. Just have to pull it a little tighter. Lay it down. Wrap it around that back button. And bring it back up. Now, I'm working with 3 beads across, so I need 4 warps. So now I'm going to, whoopsie, wrap it around the back button. And I love doing the hemp. I don't know if you could hear that, but it just kind of locked itself in place. So it's pretty cool because it helps to keep the warp nice and taut. And then I'm just going to tie these 2 ends together. Let me get in my third hand. Okay. Then I'm going to cut the excess and then flip that over. And then I'm going to take my pointer finger, lay it on the grooves, and I've got it pressed up against my belly. And then I'm going to very carefully pop the rod out. Now, it doesn't want to come out. I'm going to turn the loom around to adjust the tension. And once again, and see, there it goes, popped out. So don't struggle with it. Just turn the loom. Okay, whoops, looks like I froze. Hold on one second. So you end up with, what is that, about 2 inches? 2-inch warp right there. And you can see how it flexed. Okay, good warp. All right, so we're going to put this aside. Doesn't matter which way you warp. If you're watching my motion, Hermie, whoops, where am I? So like if I was coming this way, I come under the button, back over, under the button. Okay? All right, so I'm going to get this stuff out of the way. And I'm going to take a seat. Okay. And let's get in the camera here. And I'm going to bring in, boy, we have been making Jewel Loom bead boards fast and furious. You like them. Thank you. All right, so I've got my needle and thread, and I'm going to take the end of it. And I want my project to be centered. So for me, I have a 6-inch wrist. And I'm going to start right about where that hole is. Okay, so I'm going to take the wildfire and I'm just going to do a little knot because I want to weave that in later. I'm going to transfer the needle and the thread to my left hand. This is my left hand. Okay. I'm going to come under the warps and I'm going to pick up 3 beads. So 1, whoopsie, 2, 3. And then I'm going to let those fall. I'm going to take my left hand and my pointer finger, and I'm going to help prop those up. See how I'm holding? Just using my finger to let them rest. And then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going back through the hole on top of the warps. So you can see the shiny part of the needle. Okay. Joan, can you hear me? I'm going to take my earpiece out of my ear and tell me what happens. So I'm just no. So much for that. Okay. Okay. So the next thing, I'm going to get that back down a little. Okay. And I'm going to, once again, I've got the needle and the thread in my left hand. And I'm going to come under the warps and I'm going to grab 3 beads. So I'm just working a simple pattern, going from Siam to Siam AB and then Siam luster and then reverse. So again, the needle is on top of the warps, going back through the hole. Okay. Okay, so pull tight. And once again, I'm just going to keep picking up. This is probably one of the most simplest things you can create. A nice big bead with a decent sized hole, single, and just going back and forth. And you can see like I'm constantly adjusting. Just want to make sure. Oh, I lost track. Let's see, 1, 2, 2. I think it's this way. I'm not gonna worry. Hi, Robin. So we're just doing this back and forth motion until we have our bracelet completely beaded. And once you get your rhythm down, you should be able to make these like in 30 minutes. Especially if you're not talking. What would you do? Well, with a 2-hole bead. It's the same process except for different. But I can totally on another video do that. But there are videos. Joan, I don't know if you can access a 2-hole video. but I know Trisha and Amber did mini. No, Debbie. I have 3 different coatings. So I have Siam, Siam AB, and Siam Luster. And I'm just going back and forth. I'm keeping it easy peasy. It's love. Oh, that looks like a regular. Where's the luster? Oh, no, those are AB. Okay, so I know. Once you get your rhythm, it just gets real quiet. And it's nice to calm down. When you've used like the hemp or leather or the repeat, you got to be careful not to take your needle and go through that cording, because that's won't allow you to move your beads around. Yeah, 2-hole beads are super fun. I want to adjust here because I want to make sure. Hold on, let's see something. Oops. Okay. Let's see. So I want you to watch. So pointer helps to guide. Weight of my left hand is resting on the loom. And now I'm going through the bead and I switch hands to help keep it from moving. So it's a dance with your hands as well. I did order bead lawns. What are they called? The sticky mats. So I'm going to have them in the shop along with the burner. I thought for giggles, let's see if anybody would want some of those. This is a great way to teach someone as well who's never beaded. It's just a real simple process. So do you see how my hands keep switching? So once again, under the warps, picking up 3 beads. Oops. and then point your finger, prop them up in between the warps. Weight of my hand is pushing down on the loom. My right hand is taking the needle, and now I'm going to transfer, hold it down with my right hand, and pull with my left. Okay. Do a couple more rows. Wild bead. Oh, come on, buddy. So pretty. Marlon Brando's at the door. So let's see. So pretty quick. Got almost half of the bracelet, if not more, done. And I'm going to finish that off camera. And then next week we'll take it off. But I want to come back up to answer your questions. So let me scooch that. Well, yeah, no, yeah, wait, let's do that. Okay, so hold on. Hopefully I don't screw up anything. Okay. All right. So Joan, am I echoing? No echoing. So I can do this and all is well in the world? Okay. So I'll put this back in the screen. Okay. So yeah, you can see it's going to go together very, very quickly. And I love the board. It's so cool. I'm going to, how can I leave? How can I have the iPhone leave? I can't. She's giving me hand signs. Can I bring you on? Okay.
Put
What
it.
should I do?
Okay, put it to the side where you're at now, so you're big, but at least it's still on the screen so they can hear you. So switch. Yeah, there you go. It needs to be up so they can hear you, though. Yeah.
Okay, like that.
Yeah. Now I'm taking myself off, and I'm putting up a missed.
Oh, a missed question. Does it matter which way you warp over the one lane the warp? Does it matter which way? Was that Hermes' question? I thought I answered that. So the side's better. Let's see. So I come under the button.
That was her question.
Over. That was her question. Yeah.
Sorry, I missed you answering it.
Well, how? I have two of me right now. Oh my God, my poor head. It was, and you did answer. Okay. Thank you, Herm. I met your granddaughter. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? What cord did you use? Becky, I used 1 millimeter hemp. Yeah. Do you have 3 strands of beads for 6-inch wrist? Yes, I do. Yeah. So I do 25 pieces. 25 long. This one is 5 across. Yeah, this is big. So you would need, if you have bigger than a 6-inch wrist, or even say 7, I would definitely buy 6 strands or use 6 strands. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's super awesome. And I like to wear this with other bracelets and really stack it. So very cool. Very cool. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, so you can use hemp. You can use traditional beading thread like wildfire. You can use leather, faux leather, anything that's not moving. Try it. Okay, I do want to, let's see. I want to talk about March. So, as I mentioned before, we have to get myself out of my ear somehow. Is it possible? What happens if I do that? It goes. Joan's like, don't touch things. Is it echoing now? No. That's really weird. Really weird. Okay, so if you can hear me and it's not echoing, then I'm going to go for it. I'm good? Okay. So it seems to be magical if I hold everything. So I'm afraid to lay anything down. March. I'm going to be using the small sun weaver, and I had mentioned that, and I got a little inspo from the heart I did back in 2019 when I introduced the goddesses on Jewelry Television. And so what I want you to do between now and the 1st of March, if you're going to participate, is to look for some free downloads of some hearts. So just Google free heart pattern downloads, and you should come up with a bunch of these. Okay. And I'm probably going to use, because I was thinking about trying to figure out how to make like a what you call it, like a necklace. Let me see if I can lay that down without the world screaming. Hold on. Okay, here's the one. This is the one I made on JTV. So did and look at the back. Isn't it gorgeous? So you want to find a free pattern on the web, on the interweb. If you just Google free heart patterns, you should be able to find something like this. This one is first. So www.first, like spell it out, PALETTE.com. Did you get it? www.first, the word first, FIRST, PALETTE.com. And that's where I got this one from. Yep. Okay. So if you go there, you should be able to find a free download for these hearts. And on Valentine's Day, I'm going to sneak on and I'll get all of my materials together by then so that you can see what I'm going to play with. And if you want to follow along in March when we're doing the Sun Weaver Trisha's going to be on, and a couple of other designer folks. One, Deb's going to be on, and then 2 other friends of mine from a different side of the world, I guess you could say. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. A lot of fun. So you could do that. Hi, Kelly. So pretty easy project for the month of February. Do we have any other questions? Google free heart patterns. Yeah, thank you. Let me just kind of go in here. Yeah, so I used Wildfire on the needle. Yeah, Wildfire is like really out of stock in a lot of places right now. I just tried to order a bunch and not going to have it till April, but I'm getting a bunch of the colors that are in stock, but most of them are out of stock. Yeah, I can't get enough of the repeat. I really love it. Super, super love it. Oh, good, Karen. I'm happy you're going to give it a go.
One more question. I missed
Yeah.
it. You might have caught it, but I missed it. Debbie Kearns asked earlier when you're making the bracelet if you're using a particular pattern.
Oh, no, I have 3 different types of Siam bead. So I have Siam, which is just a red, transparent, and then I have Siam AB and Siam luster. So I was working back and forth, but no particular pattern. No, but you could use the, what's it called? The bead tool, I think it's called. And if you put in, 3 beads, it'll give you like a bunch of different ways you can lay them out. Like you could zigzag them, but I was just alternating. So Siam, AB, luster, luster, AB, Siam, repeat. So I was just going back and forth. Besides Small Sunweaver, is there anything else to order on your website? Yes. So I think what I want to do is definitely incorporate the 6 O's and the 3 O's with the heart. So I'll probably incorporate some of those. So probably like some 8 O's for the base, and then I'm going to probably sew on it. It's a random expression. Remember, when we're working with the sun weavers, it's very random. But yeah, I'm going to work with some fibers. I'll be working with some 8 O's, some 6 O's, and some 3 O's. And then, of course, your Wildfire. And I'll probably warp with 0.5 hemp. Yeah, I'll warp with the 0.5. Yeah. And then as far as like covering the back of your heart, this could be like just a beautiful piece of fabric that you have, because I know we all got fabric, right? Come on now. So this was just a piece of velvet that I had in my stash. And this fiber, these yarns just came from probably Michael's, on a shopping excursion along the way. So yeah. I love that you're getting into it. Who just asked me that? It's Patricia, right? Patricia. Super cool. Hi, Zach. Everyone is here. Very nice. All right. Well, I know that was short and sweet, but the project's short and sweet. So I hope that helped you to see how you can warp. And if it's your first time or so warping, just practice and don't give up. Don't get frustrated. You just need to practice. Remember, if the rod doesn't want to come out, turn the loom around to, readjust the tension. Don't, try to yank it out. And yeah, it's a pretty easy peasy. Some pretty basics, with the Jewel Loom. And so it's exciting though, because it just makes some really, really gorgeous pieces. And this is this is definitely like, sometimes people will ask me if they warped their loom too tight. And so I would say that if your loom has more than like this, I think this is about 2 inches from the top of the warps to the bottom of the loom right here. If you've managed to warp and your loom looks like it's almost going to kiss, you've gone too tight. And so that could jeopardize, the plastic. And oh, I do want to Joan had asked me to remind everybody, we're probably coming out of the cold season. Knock on wood, I hope. I'm so over it here in California. But we did find, and this is a giggle, we did find that if you were in a part of the country where your loom was somewhere where it was getting cold, we actually found that rubbing it with our hands to like warm up the plastic, believe it or not, helped. And it makes sense though, right? Because like in some places it was getting really cold, and this was last year. And so we thought, well, for giggles, let's see if we warm up the plastic with our hands, if that would make a difference. And funny enough, it did. So I don't know. I don't know if it was in our head or not, but I think it was for reals, right, Joan? She's shaking her head. Yes. Hi, Cecilia. Oh, I love that name. So beautiful. Very pretty. Have a great evening. Feel good and have fun. Yes. Yes. Feel good and have fun. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Okay. Definitely warming it up makes a difference. Thank you, Maria, for validating. Joan and I are not crazy. Well, Joan might be. Get Joan and Ginger together and it's all over. So don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment. Don't be shy to ask questions. You can always text me, email me, whichever way of communication is most easy for you. And I've been paying more attention to the YouTube remarks so that I can get back and answer those comments and questions. So no, not just, and Hermie's here. Yeah. So California warm hands. So we're getting that. Yeah. We're validated in our idea that warming up the Jewel Loom, if you're in a cold area, works. And so it makes sense, right? Like if the plastic gets really hard. So yeah. Okay. Looking good. All right, y'all. Okay. So I'm going to peek back in on Valentine's Day and talk about the things that I have gathered for March for this really just from the heart expression of a heart that I want to weave. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I just sent Trisha her Sunweaver. And so it's always exciting to see what she births. And I've seen what the other ladies have done. And it's pretty phenomenal. So it's going to be a really inspiring month. And so we're just warming up, right? We're warming up. We're working with the original Jewel Loom again. And don't forget the starter kit is available. So if you want to share the love, that's a great gift. And yeah, so next week I'll have my piece finished and we're going to take it off and we'll add the button. And then that last week, which I still need to look at how we're going to do this, but we're going to do all the Q&A stuff because we had some people who wanted to know about not adding a button and there were some other questions. So I'll have to get all those dialed in. But yay, Maria. Yes, you did get the best gift ever. All right, y'all. Love you. Have a beautiful Thursday evening. Have a very blessed weekend. And don't forget to share all of your Jewel Loom love, not only on the Facebook group, but if you could go over to the Jewel Loom School, jewelloomschool.com and join the community over there. It really helps because believe it or not everybody's on the Facebook. And so, people feel a little left out sometimes because they don't get to see everything. And, I would love for people to start going over there. So make sure you post in the community, in the school. All right. Good night. Love you. Have a great, blessed evening and a blessed weekend. And we will see you Tuesday for a quickie. And then Thursday we'll be back here with Jewel Loom School live.